loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Very nice, I'm looking at the camera. Heading on, good, good, good. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me. You noticed by now, or at least you should. For those of you that are here for the first time, welcome to you as well. My name is Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant, and the name of this wonderful channel is Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. Guys, I'm just super happy. Anita and I, we made it safely out here to Mississippi. I'm at Southern Thunder Harley Davidson, and we're out here for practice session number 84, which is going to be taking place tomorrow, which is the 14th, and Sunday, which is the 15th. But the moment that I stepped into this dealership, I just got a really good vibe. So I'm going to take you guys around the dealership. We're going to talk to Zack. That was my reference person, the liaison. Well, I can't really call him a liaison, but he's the person that I was dealing with as far as email to get all of this done. And to get all of this done, this all started with my ambassador, my Tennessee ambassador, Cuda Rider. All right, that's Mike. So big shout out to Mike again. He's actually here too as well. He just pulled up on Ida Lee. And so we'll talk to him too. But I definitely want to show you guys this building. And what this reminds me of is the warehouse out in Milwaukee. And that's what this building, I can clearly see when they built this, that's what they were doing. And I'm talking about as far as the way the bricks are laid out, the water tower that's around the corner. But when you get inside, you'll see what I'm talking about, the nice wood floors. It just looks good. It's a good vibe. The people are good. I also want to shout out Marion. She runs the Riding Academy. She's not here today, but I was also in contact with her too. All right, so let's talk to Zack, give us a quick tour of this place, and then that's it. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, so this is Cuda Rider, the biggest little YouTube channel on the entire interwebs. The biggest little YouTube channel on the entire interwebs that's riding and wrenching. And like I said, he's my ambassador for Tennessee. He wants to believe that we're in Tennessee now.
It says Tennessee,
but I keep telling
Tennessee.
I keep telling him we're in Mississippi. But again, he's the guy that quarterbacked this whole thing, so I appreciate him. I appreciate him as an ambassador. Of course, if I say that, he'll say he's the best ambassador. This guy is, I'm telling you, he's too much, man. He is too much. He might be the best pool player.
Best pool player, your best student, your best ambassador.
How about slow speed?
Oh, number one.
Number one, we'll see. We'll see in a couple of weeks. All right, so guys, from walking through the front doors, just walking through the front doors, immediately it was just it's a warmth to this dealership. I don't know if it's the colors, I don't know what it is, but I walk through those doors and the first thing that greets me is a CVO. Not only is it a CVO, it's a CVO with tab performance pipes on it. Oh my gosh, guys. And this dealership has a bunch of motorcycles that they sell with tab performance pipes on them. So that is just awesome. And as I walk in, there's another CVO. That's a 2023 CVO Street Glide. There's a 2023 CVO Road Glide Limited, right? So it's a good introduction to the dealership. And I'm just gonna, quickly pan around, guys. I don't know if it's the wood flooring and the transition from the wood to it looks like concrete. Yeah, stained concrete. And again, more replicas of Juno. All right, that's the warehouse, the factory in Milwaukee. Right, the exposed ductwork, the bike on the carousel. It's just nice. It's quaint, and of course, a bunch of bikes in here. But you guys know me. I like a lot of bikes, but my eye is going to be drawn to the CVO, and then outside here they have more bikes. I guess these are pre-owned bikes outside, so it's pretty good. All right, what's your name?
My name is Zack.
And what do you do here, Zach?
I'm one of the internet salesmen here. I'm also one of the business managers as well. So I've been with this company for 2 years.
Okay.
And I just make dreams come true.
All right, that's what I like to hear. So I've already talked about my first impression of this dealership. Of course, the first impression is email just with you and Marion. But just walking into the doors, I just get a vibe. Tell me about the dealership.
So the dealership has been passed through many different hands. With our current ownership, we really believe in that Southern hospitality. You know, when you go to your neighbor's house and ask them for some flour, and instead of getting the door shut on your face, you have someone that's there willing to lend you a helping hand. So as soon as you walk through that front door, you're immediately part of our family, and that's kind of the biggest thing that we have here. We want to make sure that you're part of our family. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it.
I love the passion.
We were previously owned by Bruce Rossmeyer.
Okay.
That was the first ownership. He built this building for his niece, and he had that dealership for, I don't know the exact dates, but for several years. After that, we were bought by Bob Parsons. He owns Harley Davidson in Scottsdale. He owns a golf company, a Ducati company, all kinds of different things. We just recently transitioned to Defcon Power Sports. They have about 7 dealerships total, including us as well.
Okay,
So,
okay. All right, so you want to show us around?
yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
So this is the sales floor, or the showroom floor. We have all of our brand new bikes here. They don't have a tag on them. All of our used bikes have a green tag. That way you can kind of distinguish what is what.
Okay.
And we've got a pretty good variety. I mean, we've got a lot of bikes that Harley has blessed us with this year. And we have a couple of commodity bikes. So that right there is a replica of Elvis Presley's 1957 Hydroglide. I think I said the year right, but there was 30 of these bikes built, and they were auctioned off back in 2007. So this is a 2007 Softail Deluxe, and it's made to look like Elvis's bike. And the only way you can tell that it is a Softail is if you look underneath the frame, you can see the Softail suspension. Other than that, it's really hard to tell. It even has a panhead conversion kit on it, so it looks like a panhead, but it's actually a twin cam 96.
Do you think Elvis was a duck walker?
What do you mean?
In other words, he's walking his bike while it's moving with his feet. I'm willing to. I'm
willing to bet he is.
So I was going to say the same thing because
he's pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
I could see him doing that, especially if you get him with the right group of friends. He's duck walking.
Because 98% of people are duck walking. So if I'm the betting man, I'd say yes. What's your favorite motorcycle in here?
My favorite motorcycle.
You can't pick your own.
Here. Oh man, that's a tough choice.
Yeah.
Probably the Lowrider S.
A lowrider S. You got one in here?
I do. I've got one back here.
Let's go look at it.
So
you hear this, guys? He didn't pick a CVO. He picked a lowrider S. If he can have any motorcycle in here, he would take the lowrider S. Wow.
That's what I own.
Exactly. See. Okay, we got trikes. We got a Road Glide 3 in here as well.
I got 2.
I got 2 of them. Wow.
Well, I'd probably go with the ST.
Okay.
I've gotten older in age, and the fairing and the bags is something that I would have, but that's the style bike that I would go with.
Gotcha. All right, and oh man, there's the black denim. You guys know, it was so hard for me to get rid of my Breakout. It really was, and I'm glad they don't have the exact same one that I had, because every time I see it, I just go, oh. But it wasn't practical, guys. It wasn't really practical for me, and I'm happy. It helped pay for my 2023 CVO Road Glide. All right, so this is pretty much it, right? We got parts over here.
Yeah, you got parts over
accessories.
Accessories. We call that the tower. That's where all the deals happen right there.
That's when you leave us at the table and say, I'll be right back?
Yeah, I'll be right back. My Chris Tucker voice.
Okay, cool. Let's look at these Road Glide 3s. He's got 2 of them, like you said.
Yep, black on black and bright billiard blue.
And guys, I remember I said this in a prior video. When the 2023 models that first came out, it was that CVO, and I did a video on that, and I was disappointed because the only thing that was really changed was the paint job. But for me, this was the biggest release, in my opinion, well, before the CVOs came out, for 2023, and that was this. Because before, if you wanted a trike, if you weren't a Batwing fairing guy, you just had to suck it up. But now, they put the shark nose fairing on the trike, and the rims and everything, it just looks good. Like it really looks good.
has one too, right?
No, he doesn't have one.
I thought he rode one.
No, he probably rode one. I know he doesn't have one. But yeah, these are just, it was just an excellent addition because I know there's a lot of people that probably was thinking about it and didn't like the Batwing fairing, and bam, here's the option. So just a great job. And again, with a trike, I remember at one point I was gonna buy a trike just so I could do a bunch of stuff to it, put some tab performance on it, custom dynamics lights, change the bars, you know. But I know that whoever buys this is a bunch of stuff that you can do to it.
Fun fact, have you ever seen tabs on a Softail?
On a Softail. Do you have that? Let me see. And then I can tell you if I have. Oh, here's another CVO right here. Look at that. So, and I don't know why it's tucked in over here hidden. It should be in the front. Whoa, look at this CVO. This is nice. Guys, check this CVO out. I've never seen this color, so I'm going to assume it's custom.
It's called Dark Earth Fade or Black Earth Fade. It's a factory color.
Really? I've never seen this. What year is this?
2018, first year of the 117.
Yeah. And I can see the radio. That's what tells me.
It's got the Rushmore radio on it.
Yeah, that it's an older model, but the bars are low too. So if somebody's short, but look at that, guys. I mean, I hope the camera's picking it up. It's a nice paint job. It really is nice. Uh-oh. I know how that happened. Let's see. Yep. You check that, and now here's what happened, guys. And that's why I always tell you guys, A, if you feel the bike dropping, just open up the clutches, won't fall. I guarantee that if it's sufficient power. But if it does fall, don't hold on to the bars for dear life, because then you pull the bike beyond the engine guard, and then this happens. I guarantee you that's what happened. Okay, go ahead. Where's the Softail with the tab performance?
Just so happens to be a breakout.
It's a breakout, of course. Oh, then I did see it. I had it on mine.
You had tabs on your breakout?
Yes. Yeah, no problems.
Oh, so it sounds the same.
Oh yeah, of course I did. Yep, I had chrome tips though, and man, it sounded good. So that's what the tab performance looks like on this black denim. Actually, that's not bad at all. And see, guys, this is what I was talking about with tab performance, and I'm referring to the tips on the end, where you can. Is the whole pipe black?
The pipe.
Slip-on?
The slip-on's actually chrome.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was talking about, guys, where you can kind of mix it. You can mix and match with tab performance with those tips. So again, my breakout had chrome tips. I love the way that looked. But on this one, especially since this is like a black denim, the pipes are actually chrome, but they went with the black tips, right? And it's a nice color contrast, and it goes along with the contrast on the rest of the bike. Love tab performance. Yeah, nice flat black. Love tab performance. They sound good, they look good. And I'm looking a bunch of places and I see tab performance. Guys, I can tell you, I can always see it. I know what they look like, and I know what they sound like.
That's all we use.
That's what we use. I love it. Love it. Big shout out to this dealership for that alone, understanding and recognizing what good exhaust sounds like and looks like.
All right, so over here we've got our motor clothes department, and my favorite part about the motor clothes department is we have a shed that's supposed to be a replica of the shed that Harley had back in Milwaukee when they first started. Yes. Look at that, guys. Now, if it was historically correct, I believe that door would be on that side, not there, but for functionality reasons, we had to put it on the side right there.
So that's extremely original. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, the first Harley Davidson they ever built, they did it in a shed, and that's the replica right there. Love that.
Same as the water tower. Do you know about the history of the water tower?
Yep.
They didn't get a billboard. Instead, they had to advertise themselves on a water tower back in Milwaukee.
Gotcha, and that still stands. I saw it out there. Oh, what we got going on over here? And that's nothing, guys. This is not a small dealership at all. So this is service.
So yeah, this was what I call it, the breezeway. So there's a lot of stuff happening in this center spot right here. This is what we call our delivery office. So the most important thing that we have here is obviously making sure, number one, you're on the right motorcycle. But number two, the biggest thing is when you walk out of here, you leave. What we do here to distinguish us from several other places is we like to go over the bike thoroughly with you. Make sure you know every ins and outs. That way when you get out of here and say you're riding with your buddy and he shows you something cool in his bike, and he's not going to be mad at us because he's not like, oh man, I wish Southern Thunder showed me that. They just gave me the bike and told me to go. We do a delivery here. That's probably the most important part of our successful process here.
Okay, okay. What about this area?
That's where it happens.
Oh,
so
yeah.
this right here,
Gotcha.
this is where your trade will pull in right here. And this is where your new bike will be. So you can say bye to your old bike and hello to your new bike.
Oh, that's cool.
And then if you have anything you need to transfer from one bike to another, you can, such as plate, saddlebags, windshield, whatever the case may be.
Very nice, very nice. So, all right, yeah, and they put wood on the floor. This is where your used bike would come in, if applicable. The new bike is on this wood, and of course, it's in front of this, so you can take a picture. Nicely done. And here's the doors, so you can just, well, I'm sure they'll roll it out for you. You guys know me. I'm riding it out if they let me. This is not really challenging. Head and eyes. But you know, okay. And then of course we got restrooms here, we got refreshments here. Everything is like a rustic look. You know, I like it. I like it.
So to add on to that, we're kind of backtracking, but to add on to that, this whole building is a green building. So all the wood you see, all the tin you see, everything is recycled material.
Okay.
We're actually, like I said, a certified green building, which is nice.
Very nice. Very nice. Got a pool table action going on here.
So we have an open window policy, I guess, on our shop. So you can shoot some pool, drink some coffee, hang out, eat your lunch over here, work from here if you need to, because we have Wi-Fi. And you can watch your bike getting worked on. So
nice.
Back when I was in the car dealership industry, I'd see a lot of guys back in service want to jump over the door, walk in there and see what's going on.
Yeah.
You don't have to here. You can see everything happen.
Very nice. I like that. Transparency.
And the shop is actually open 7 days a week.
That's nice too. Very nice. Wow.
And so this here is where we have our upcoming events. And Marion, actually the Riding Academy manager, she's very artistic. She'll come here and she'll draw things for different holidays. She'll be doing something for Halloween soon.
Okay.
But it's kind of like a chalkboard.
Yeah, yeah. So what's the story with these bikes?
So these are two of our what I call commodity bikes. They are collectibles that we have. Probably won't ever sell them, but this is a Elvis Street Glide. It won a lot of shows out in Las Vegas. I think there's only two of its kind, but we actually have the whole story right here. So from the front fender to the rear fender, the world has never seen a bike like this. Elvis Presley Harley Davidson Street Glide. It was used to commemorate the 40th anniversary of Elvis Presley's triumphant return to live performances when he was playing at the hotel in Las Vegas. The Ole Miss bike is a bike that we built to kind of show our support to Ole Miss. Ole Miss is only about an hour away from here at Oxford. And they used to take it to the games as well every time they would have a home football game.
Oh, really? That's cool. So you guys built this?
Yeah. All it is really it's a stock Fat Boy low.
Yeah.
And I believe it's a wrap. I don't think it's painted on there. I think it's a wrap.
Interesting. It's a little Captain America-ish.
Kinda, yeah. I remember seeing this bike in here as a kid. I used to come in here when I was like 5, 6 years old. Same for the Elvis bike there.
So tell me about your service department. What stands out about it?
So the biggest thing, I mean, as I said before, we're open 7 days a week, but we've got a total of about 5 master technicians.
Wow.
And then we've got several of our other certified technicians. And most of our techs have graduated either from MMI or have been doing it so long that they've taken the correct tests. In fact, we actually had a service technician that came from this dealership that works for the manufacturer now, testing for faults and stuff like that.
Wow. Yeah. 5 master techs is huge. Huge.
But the biggest thing, talking about, you know, Southern Thunder Harley Davidson, and we have our core values written on the wall there. And in fact, as a community, or as a community here, we've come up with this. But together we are Southern Thunder Harley Davidson, and we are built by teamwork and integrity. We are motivated through our dedication and enthusiasm to our brand alongside our fellow riders.
That's awesome.
So we're big about culture here. And if you can't fit into that culture, it's no hard feelings. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
So we want to have a positive culture here, positive environment. We don't want any kind of negativity or anything like that, because at the end of the day, we're here to serve our fellow riders.
So guys, he said the magic words. This, what I always say this channel is all about. No negativity, period. So, and guys, I got to tell you, this is just, I already told you about this dealership as far as the feeling I get from it. The people are good. I met with the GM, shook his hand, and thanked him for allowing us to do a practice session here, because yes, my ambassador set this all up, but without the GM's blessing, none of this happened. So I want to thank him again. I want to thank Q again. I want to thank Zack. I want to thank Marion. Hopefully she'll be here tomorrow. Will she be here tomorrow?
She should be.
Okay. Hopefully I'll meet her tomorrow. And I want to thank you guys for checking out this video. All right. So this is I'm gonna end it here. Again, practice session number 84 and 85 are gonna be here. Now it's not on site. They actually lease a parking lot, and it's a huge spot. So I'll be setting that up tomorrow morning. And that's it, guys. Listen, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Helps me out. Hit the like button. Share these videos. And if you want to be notified every time I put out a new video, hit that notification bell and switch it to all. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, guys. Less time complaining about the things that you don't. Seat time doesn't equal practice time. And if you have time to ride your motorcycle, you have time to practice on it. Until next time.